Marching toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Man open, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Some space here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 30. 36 yards on the play.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour.
They hand off to their big tight end. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win-win for the Gipper speech. I do say, look, we're playing best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And nowhere for him to go again. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Right where the second down started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On third down, Wilson being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
On fourth down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
53 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Able to find Gray here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just about one.
Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that. Only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos
at the 34.
This one swung out to Williams.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And some space here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Sutton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
Now a give up the middle to Williams.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
7 plays, drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Wilson. Flushed out right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Garabay's kick is good.
And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And now here comes Kansas City.
Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Palardy now on the punt as he sends this one away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Frank Clark, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. So the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
To the 43, 2nd down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there, so now looking to claim the season series at home in KC. Mahomes firing complete, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
Taken in at the 22.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Gray. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the round. We're back now in KC. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On 1st down, Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. His throw incomplete. Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 3rd and 2, now Wilson.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he will have a Broncos 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Wilson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Defensive coach always say, guys, you get around the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Frank Clark in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again.
And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. Touchdown! Marquez Valdes-Scantling. His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
So the Broncos coming out now.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. Now it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They run. It's Williams. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. This will be caught. Judy. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, 35 yards. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. They'll look to run forward with Williams. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashes defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
Mahomes going to throw it here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
And that late touchdown stretching their lead a bit further here in the fourth quarter. And Charles, this undefeated team once again looking sharp in this ball game.
And how about what they've done on offense? Because prior to this game, we didn't expect this offense to play as well as what we've seen in this one. They decided to jump out there and jump up with the rest of the team and help preserve that undefeated status.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out.
They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see them take. Game ready. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half,